This is Steve. Wanted to show you our Cummins powered F250 that we built quite a few years ago. It's just a driver, but does real well. It does close to 20 miles a gallon all the time. We burn a lot of vegetable oil in it, a little used motor oil, and of course number 2 diesel. Let me pop the hood and show you what we did. Alright, so here it is. I'll have to try to remember all we've done. It's been a while since I built this truck. This motor was out of a first gen with a rotary VE pump. I converted it to a I converted it to a P7100 inline Bosch P7100 pump. I put the smallest one on there because we weren't needing ultimate horsepower. I put the 160 horsepower pump on it. Of course, I've turned it up a little bit, or quite a bit. It's got 75 horsepower DDP injectors in it. It's got the stock HX35 turbo, but that feeds down into an a whole set HT3B, which is way down there. It's very tight on these Super Duties to fit 2 turbos and still keep your air conditioning. It was very tight. I had to notch the frame just a little bit. And the HT3B turbo's got a 5-inch outlet on it, exhaust outlet, and I've seen guys where they neck them down to 4-inch, and I didn't want to do that, so I had to make the downpipe. It's like 3.5–4 foot long, and I had to hand make the downpipe and fit it to a Super Duty 5-inch kit. So it's got a true 5-inch exhaust all the way out. It's got a 6.0 intercooler in it. I poured it and polished the head a little bit, like a stage 1. Just to clean up on the bowls. It's got a 3-piece higher flowing exhaust manifold. I know I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. You know, I built the air box here just out of some sheet metal I had. The truck sees a pretty good amount of boost. It's probably wastegated a little high. It's got the transmission it's got a 47RH out of a 2nd gen Cummins from RevMax, and 300 RPM less stall converter. We've never had it to the track. We don't know what it does, but because I built it kind of mild because we wanted to be able to pull things all over the country. We pull cows and tractors and travel trailer with it, and it does really well. So it's been really good for us. We put almost 100,000 miles on it since we built it, and we're just going to keep on driving it. You know, all of my exhaust, or all of my my cold air plumbing pipes are just exhaust tubing. You know, this truck had a 5.4 gas motor in it originally. I put 7.3 springs on it, you know, to make it right, and had it lined, of course. This is actually the exhaust system from the old 5.4 that I used. The only piece that I bought were this 180 and then this piece here. I had to cut it down and make it the other cold air piece going to the HT3B, the 2nd turbo, the low pressure turbo. I know I'm forgetting stuff on it. I had to put a different gear train housing on it, timing cover housing for the different injector pump. I changed the gears. It had 410 gears, and I put 355 gears out from a junkyard, and had the drive shaft built, and stole Colt stage 3 cam. What I also did with that was 60-pound valve springs, intake and exhaust, and I did 24 valve lifters or tappets on this camshaft, which adds a little duration, but it was mostly for longevity because they seem to hold up better because there's more surface area. But what I also did was I put a 100 plate in the injector pump, and I've got a 4,000 RPM governor spring in this injector pump also. So it's also got ARP head studs. So we'll show you under the truck real quick, and then take it for a spin and show you what it's all about. And after that, our next video, maybe one of our next videos, excuse me, I'm going to show you. This is my truck. It's got a V10. This is the Führer's truck here. She drives that, and I'm going to put another one I've got. So if you guys would comment and tell me what you'd like. I've got a 2nd gen motor with a 47RH that I built, 47RE that I built, and 4-wheel drive transfer case out of a Dodge that I can put in this, or I can put a first gen with a VE pump and a 5-speed in it. So I haven't decided which one I would rather do. So if you guys have any suggestions, you know, I could use some help with that. So, but this is going to be one of our next ones. Haven't done it yet. It's got V10 in it, and it does terrible on fuel economy, and won't get out of its own way hardly. So, but anyhow, let's take this for a drive, and we'll show you what it does. And see, I told you you didn't like it. All right, we're going to do a little start here. Okay, we're just doing a quick drive here. Just throwing some boost numbers down. This thing's bouncing off of 55 psi. I think I freed up a lot of flow with the last port job I did on this head, so it actually runs stronger, but my boost numbers came down. I don't know if you can see it, but here we go. We're running about 50 mile an hour. Force a downshift. That's 90 right there.